What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cutting Up with Unkle Mel. I'm here with the one and only, a new Baton Rouge legend, Mr. Hot Boy Major. Let's go and get into it. Hey.
Age in the building.
Yes, sir.
Mel, cut up.
How you cutting up? 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 What's going on, Major?
Juan, what it do? What it do? What it do? What sound?
Hey, man, I really appreciate you doing this show with me, man.
And I appreciate you bringing me here, man. Being with the movement.
Because I know you're busy, always on your grind, doing your brand. Right. So I know time is precious to you, and I really appreciate you being here.
Correct, man. I appreciate the invitation, bro.
And normally when I do a show with someone, it's because I'm already a fan of the person.
Right.
I've been watching for a little minute, seeing how they moving, right?
Right.
And it's something about them that I learned from them, right? So I'm a student of yours, whether you know it or not. And I'm explaining it to you on this show.
Man, gracious, bro. Gracious. Appreciate to even hear that, bro.
Now, I was a little nervous. I'm like, man, I want to contact Major to do a show with him.
Right.
I'm like, man, my interview skills ain't up there.
Right. That's how I feel.
And then I'm looking at, man, he got 100-something thousand followers on Instagram. He might not even give me the time of day.
Right.
That's what I was thinking.
Thinking wrong. Thinking kind of different, but I feel that. Go ahead, though.
So I was at Walmart, and I was getting a pack of bacon. Okay. And I got to the register, and the bacon was $10.
Right. I'm
like, man, I ain't about to spend no $10 on bacon. Now, I'm the type of person, if I get something that's cold, I ain't just going to leave it at the register.
Right.
I'm going to go put it back.
Respect for the workers in the system. Go ahead.
So when I went through the produce section, I saw you, and I was on the phone with my partner. I said, I got it. I was like, whoa, nah. Because bro, I ain't even know what to say.
Right.
But I'm like, if I say, whoa, nah, I know he going to look.
Correct.
So that's when you look, and I came over there, and I, let you know that I've been following you, and I definitely wanted to do a show with you. Right. And you was like, man, just hit me up. And we was able to make it happen. So that just goes to show how just being in the right place at the right time, and, you know what I'm saying, just something could, make an opportunity for you.
It's about moments.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't have went back out of respect, we wouldn't be here today, bro. You're right. I
wouldn't have bumped into you. So one thing I wanted to ask you, man, is how long you been doing comedy, and how did you start?
Well, to be honest, man, I'm really just not getting in the comedy game, bro. To be honest, doing comedy and getting into the game as I knew the music, it's a whole different lane, so it's a whole different game. So, man, I really just not punching, trying to, do my thing with this comedy right now. The real motion right now.
So this is like the start.
Yeah, this the motion right now. Right now. This the real beginning of this comedy thing for me.
Well, to say this is the start, then you are moving pretty quickly. So your grind it must be on 1,000, because you got 100 and something thousand followers on Instagram, and you are in contact with people that's big.
Correct.
And you just not starting.
Correct, because I wasn't full. I ain't have my feet on the pedal in that lane like I was supposed to. I ain't gonna say supposed to, because I ain't never knew. It grew on me. It came to me. I'm an artist. I'm a music artist, and Instagram and my fan base and my people, and they showed me that shit. Boy, you a comic too, boy. Go get that bag. That what you is. You're a comedian too. So,
okay.
So that's where it's at. And then all my comedian partners, boy, what's that? I want you, boss. Come on, let go. You already supposed to be here. Let go. You here. So that's what's going on right now. Yeah, I got a comedy shows booked right now coming up.
Come on.
Yeah. This the new beginning of that comedy shit.
Okay, so you always had a talent for making people laugh, since younger?
Yeah, the people I'm close with and talk to close up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, who are some of the comedians that inspire you, whether from the past or people that's doing their thing right now?
When I say inspire me, I'm talking about right now I'm studying comedians hard right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why, I'm telling you, right now they inspire me. I'm in that motion right now. I done love comedians all over the years. Growing up, I love comedians.
Right. So the thing is, right now you probably watching all kinds of stand-up videos, maybe going back to Eddie Murphy all the way up to...
Yeah, Raw, when he had the tight pants on.
Yeah.
All black pants on. I be red leather, whatever on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy, I'm studying the game now. See, the game, it's a different it's a different from being a viewer and in the game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
now you're doing homework rather than
now
just
I'm
watching.
homework. Yeah, because I'm one of these people. I'm one of these people.
Well, that's good that you actually consider yourself to be in it. You know what I'm saying, right now. So that's good that you recognize, okay, I'm in this profession now. I've made up my mind, I'm in it.
Correct. It wasn't never that I was debating. I just didn't know about I was in this lane like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this what I do. I'm an entertainer.
Right.
You can't like ball me up in one circle. So all kind of comedians, bro. I'm 85 South, my dog. You know, Carlos, you know.
Man, I watch a lot of hours of their content.
Oh, man, they're amazing, man. I was in Biloxi last night watching the show with my dogs.
So you moving around. Like
Correct.
you was in Biloxi, now you back home.
Right.
So you are putting yourself where you need to be when you need to be there.
Yes, sir. It's a part of the game.
And see, that's the part of your grind that I truly admire.
Man, I appreciate it.
Because I know what it's like, because I'm not from here, right? But I came here and I built a business. Okay. I had a barbershop and I lost it. But it took the same type of grind that you have, right? To start that. And I lost that.
Right.
I got comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then you lose that grind. Because when the grind pay off, it's a different type of grind. Maybe you don't have to try to get noticed. Now you already noticed. Now you got to do all these shows now because people know who made y'all. So now you got these shows, and now it's a different type of grind.
Yeah.
Still hard work.
But
different type of grind.
Different type of grind, but same attitude towards the grind. No matter what type of grind, same attitude, 100% push, get to the next level type stuff, you know?
Now let me ask you, because you said you was music. I'm thinking that maybe comedy was the first thing, but this is the second part of Hot Boy Major.
This major. The
right.
comedy is major. You know, Hot Boy is the artist. Hot Boy Major, that's where it started from. That's what it is.
Okay.
Now everybody hollering major. That's that comedy too. You know,
okay.
That's that comedy. That's that major come from that comedy lane and being in position to bring joy and laughter to the people.
Mm-hmm. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, like, making people laugh, man, that's therapeutic for me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Like right.
Man, I love making people laugh.
Correct. You love that.
Man, if I can make somebody smile,
that's what's happening, bro.
Boy, I'll go home feeling like I feel good, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if, you know, I was in the military, right? And so, you know, veterans be having things going on. So depression, anxiety. And it helps me with my issues.
Correct.
If I could put a smile on somebody else's face.
I mean that.
Man, I was at the red light recently,
right.
And this lady was listening to You Better Call Tyrone by Erykah Badu. Right. The whole man was in the passenger side. They had their windows down.
Right.
I rolled down my window. I said, bro, she about to leave you.
Straight up.
I said, that's that breakup music. I said, boy, your shit over. You just don't know. Look, he in the passenger side chilling. Bitch don't know he about to use his old lady.
For real. He on his way out, huh?
I'm talking about she's singing the hell out that bitch. You better call Tyrone.
I mean,
I say, bro, your shit is over.
Yeah, he I don't know what he thinking about.
Yeah, he over there chilling.
He can't do nothing. See, and that's a lot of positions for the men. They can't do nothing. Girl, let them know I'm finna kick you out.
Yeah.
Where you go?
Yeah. And bruh, I'm telling
you.
And see, when I started messing with him, he couldn't. She was laughing, but he wasn't.
He wasn't.
No.
It was real.
Yeah.
It was real.
You see what I'm saying? So, and that's another thing. Through pain comes laughter.
Correct. That's the most laughter right there through the pain.
And bruh,
I mean that.
You know, an issue that I find is that it's like, can I say this? Can I say that? You know what I mean? With the comedy.
Right. You mean like the certain
words?
Yeah.
Because, you know, they canceling everybody left and right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. In the podcasts and like you still should have freedom of speech. Like you still got to watch it. I know what you're saying.
Because the comedians always, you know, been the type of people that they should be able to say what they want. So when the comedians started apologizing for stuff, I'm like, oh, it's getting real out here.
Yeah, that's very real. That's very real. And that's kind of scary when a comedian have to apologize.
For what he's saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The comedian got the right to say the stuff that no one can say on air. And, you know, the comedian go say it.
And how do you navigate around that?
Basically, you can't unless you go break down the reality of comedian. Because I'm studying the game. Laughter is laughter. Like you say, it come out of pain, come out of anything. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want them or to try to critique that or start putting rules to that, like the NBA and other sports and other stuff.
Because the thing about it is everybody has their fan base. So, you know, there's going to be people that don't necessarily like this particular type of comedy, and there's going to be people that love it. Correct. So as long as you pleasing your people,
right,
then, you know, it really shouldn't matter what the other people think, because we're all different. But people want to cross over to the lane like they know I don't even like this comedian, but let me go over here and throw salt on that. Right. You see what I'm saying? Nah, the people who rocking with him, he done got canceled. They can't watch him no more. They can't enjoy him no more. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that mercy. But that's something that scares me a little bit. Right. But watching you and your content, it lets me know that, hey, be yourself for one. Correct. Because you are you. Right. You got a lot of content out there, and every video you click on, you gonna get Major. Major he gonna be letting you know what what I'm saying, what it is. He gonna involve people from the neighborhood in his skits. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Right. And what I feel like as a viewer, I feel like when you make a video, you talking about something that really just happened. Right. In which that's how it all began. You know that's what it is all about. Cause I got characters all around me in my world. I don't know what world them other people live in. Right. I live in North Baton Rouge. I move through Baton Rouge every day, all day. So you know I'm looking at reality that's not on the internet. Right. So this what I bring to the internet, my reality. Yeah, cause life is happening every day right in front of you. Yeah. You know, and the thing about it is, when you start off your skits, you let us know what just happened, and then you let us know how you see it, how you thinking about it. So we living in your reality. When you say, man, I just got to talking to my mom or my uncle, or you see what I'm saying? That I'm like, for real? What happened? Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, right. And then you capturing us and you giving this to us. Just to backtrack a little bit, so you pretty much said it was Hot Boy. Then it was Hot Boy Major. So Hot Boy, the music part. So what are some of who are some of the musicians that you look up to, whether past, present, you know, how did they influence your style of music? Man, like with music, man, I ain't gonna lie, like I grew up under that No Limit Cash Money era. So my thought process and feel of beats and music. You know, I listen to West Coast at that time. Like everybody, music. I'm a versatile person, so I listen to all great music. But like, I got that down south like Master P hustle in me. I saw it from the scratch. Like I call it the Motown way. That's before the internet. Right. That's the little thing I call in the hood. Yeah, the Motown way. Right. It's like before the internet, where you had to go get in your car, ride on the street, post the flyers. You know what I'm saying? Only way them people gonna know about you in Atlanta is you go to Atlanta. You got to go there and go promote. And come back and do it again. And like that's the so I like the roots. So that's what. So I say like Master P, the grind, the music. You know the type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, on some shit like that. You know that type of grind, that hustle though, that attitude. And I'm from the city, so you know, and I'm a early '80s baby, so I was totally surrounded by it. But like you said, you know, to get people out of town to know about you, you got to go, and that's the part of the grind that I like, because you out there meeting the people, right? Hands on, and they get to see you. Now they really want to support you because they met you in person. Yeah. And they know who you are as a person. They actually met you. They know you. They go tell somebody. Yeah, man. The first one might be, man, that old some nigga came, you know, blah blah came from Baton Rouge with this old CD, man. Right. He tell somebody. He got a CD in his hand. He right. Posting it. He go tell somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? This all. If the next person who, let me see, you know him? No, I don't know him. It might go that, but he's gonna tell somebody. But hands on, the more people put it like this, I feel like, you know, if you go out there, you go get it. And see, and I'm glad that you say that. And that's what I'm learning from watching your content, because this is a new grind for me, right? Right. I remember, man, when I first started this channel, I messaged everybody in my phone, you know, and then I'm watching my subscribers go up, and I get to right under 100. I'm like, man, I got to get over 100. Right. So now I'm at the point to, like, after I'm done with my interviews today, I want to go out and get 50 subscribers. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that attitude. Go ahead. And then, you know, once people get to know, like, oh, that show is here. Like, that's a local show. Like, Cutting Up with Unkle Mel. Let me support that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's very important for all local content creators to come together and network with one another. So I'm just so glad that I had a hot boy major right here in the city that I could get in contact with and bring on to do a show with me.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad this type of is going on right now. The field, the you know, I love it. You know what I'm saying? The podcast, this what I do. This what I love. So, man, do your thing, man. Wish you well with it.
And I was like trying to, and let me know if you ever been through this, but I was trying to figure out what lane would I be in with my show, right? So I'm like, am I in the comedy lane or entertainment lane? Because when people ask me what my show is about, it's hard for me to describe it.
Why you say?
Because it's like, because people have a certain niche, right?
Right.
But life itself is not one thing. It's a whole bunch of things.
Correct.
Like you somebody's son, you know?
Right.
You somebody old man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got all these different life experiences. Like as a son, you looking at it like, man, my mama tripping. As an old man to a woman, you look, man, my old lady tripping, or my little boy, my little girl. Right. So life is not one thing. So that's what makes it hard for me to explain to people what my show is about. But I say this, I say it's a real barber talking real life.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So everything that happens in life is what you could expect to hear on Cutting Up with Unkle Mel.
Bet that up. Bet that up.
And when I sit down here, I pretty much take that same approach, right, that you do to when you make your skits. Because you very hit us hard in the mouth with it.
Right.
And we can relate to you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You doing it all on your own, right there in your neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. In the middle of the street.
Cutting up.
You bringing, you know, people that's in your life, in your world, into your skits.
Right.
You got the dude that's selling crack, but he own crack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you got your own herb. You got the little ounce.
Yeah, the major.
You know what I'm
pack.
saying? You got the big pound. You had that thing stashed up under the house.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is.
Yeah. So I'm looking at like, man, this dude, he in his own lane. He not conforming to nothing.
No.
Because I've talked to people like, how should I do my show? And they like, man, just be you. But I'm like, in 2021, is it safe to be you? But when I look at Major, you being you.
Right.
And since you a fan of the gate, so I can say this, you know, it's cheaper to be yourself. Ain't no wrong way to be.
No wrong way to be.
You see what I'm saying?
Gang.
You know, so, bro, I'm a fan of yours, man. I don't know if you could tell by now.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man.
I don't know.
Nothing but love,
I don't know if you could tell by now, but these are the things that I'm learning from you. So I'm letting you know. I'm giving you a glimpse of a fan that you didn't know you had.
Right. And
then I'm letting you know how people see you. And as a content creator, you make me feel like it's okay to really be myself.
Right. Now,
you know,
can I give you some advice about that?
Yeah, please.
About, like you say, life ain't one dimensional, correct? Like all this, like you say, the overall who you is, you can't put yourself. It's hard for you to put yourself into and say one title when you so much, as you say, an entertainer. So what I found out, like what you say from hearing from what you telling me, that it ain't no wrong way. Just because somebody not doing it don't mean it don't work. That's the key. They are just not doing it. So everybody want to go one way for that niche that they see works, rather than go creator. You're a creator, right? So go create. Not just you, but just any person. Because I want any person to hear this here. If you're a creator, go create. Go create.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm studying the game, but I ain't studying them people creations.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need my own brain for my creations.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man, do you. Be yourself. Come you the new way.
And speaking of your own brand, man, you pushing these shirts.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
To say the major part of Hot Boy Major is new.
Right.
Man, you going 1,000 miles an hour with it.
Man, I appreciate it, man. But yeah, I ain't no bust. It's just all God, man, and all the people who adapted and attracted to the motion, to the feel, to the vibe. And I try to give off the right, positive, funniest vibe. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So how you can go against something that's all positive.
Right.
So these shirts, they've been going, man. I've been rolling these shirts, but they just still going. You see what I'm saying? That's the key. A lot of people might take off, but how long they go stay flying in the air? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I took off with these. They never stop. I just might take down the old promotion off the ground, and drop new promotion, but they never stop, and they still here, and it's all to the Lord. Like I done sent shirts that all 50, however many states, they steady adding on states and shit. So you know what I'm saying? How many? I don't know how many states, but all the states, Puerto Rico, certain countries, Canada. I done sent military bases across the world.
Seriously,
people got major shirts. People got major shirts. Real support, tech, real support. Like Spider Nation supporting the motion, like man, them people really messing with that designer tee, the brand, Carlos Miller, full support the brand, he wear the shirts, he got the shirts.
And what I'm hearing is that, we both from the boot, me from the city, you from BR.
Right.
You're not letting being from a small major city stop major from being major. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You from BR, but you got people in Puerto Rico that got your shirts. Military bases got your shirts.
Right.
And like you said, just being positive. So let me ask you this: you being like, how do you think you were able to get in contact and build a relationship with a Carlos Miller?
Work, staying consistent. That's it. People see you. It's all they just watching how long you go and how long you go. And what you go do. Once you get that push, don't be surprised. Somebody on the next level always above you, looking down at the level like, who next? You know what I'm saying? So they watching. So continuous, and he just came out nowhere. So that's why I say it wasn't nothing but my work. I ain't.
So he kind of had reached out to you in a way.
Yeah, that's my dog. He been, yeah, like reached out to me, man. Whatever you need, man. I fuck with you, man. I love your content, like that dumb shit, man. Whatever you want me to, well, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Man, whatever you want me to post, man, I got you. Man, that man was at a million followers when he telling me that. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Just whatever you, man. People don't tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? And it been nothing but love ever since. You know what I'm saying?
And he right from next door. Mississippi in the boot. We roll tight like that. They're my cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's how it is. Like family. That family vibe. Off my work. Off my work.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I realized through putting out work and once people gravitate to it and they like it, people go like it. If it's real, it's real. If it's real, it's real, dog.
And that's what I was gonna say when you said that they just want to see how long you gonna stay at it. They want to know if you for real.
Right. Is you the real thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is you go die about? In other words, die about this. Nothing physically, like death or nothing, but like is you go push till you can't push no more.
Mm-hmm.
At what you trying to do in life, not at this moment. Life.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? That's the key. In life, not at this moment. Is you pushing at this in life or at this moment?
Because some people would say, well, man, y'all wasn't supporting me when I was at this point. But what people don't realize is that when you start something new, people around you want to see if you for real with it. Because they'll back you, but they don't want to get involved with something that's not going to keep moving.
Right. And that's totally correct. That's totally correct. They trying to see where it's at with you. Man, them people come back you, but they don't want to come out there, stick their neck out, and so people don't want to go through failed missions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially once they jump out there, people trying to be successful. Who ain't trying to be successful on a mission?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People they want to see some successful missions, bro, before they come stick their neck out trying to see. You know what I'm saying? It's just period. It's like that. No one is gonna invest into something they don't truly believe into, bro.
And so when you first started out on your journey, whether it be music or comedy, right?
Right.
So you obviously had to be comfortable with saying, okay, I got to do this by myself because this is my dream. And because I'm thinking that maybe not in particular for you, but a lot of people, when they start something, they'll ask somebody to help them. And then maybe that person doesn't really help them the way that they would want. you know, and
Right.
they be mad with that person. But did you experience that at any point?
Nah, like musically. Like I done went through so much devastation. Man, I've been making music since young. I done been with I'm gonna just say 20 rappers. We supposed to do it. So by the time I constantly stayed over my mission at life, once the air got clear around 2015, I done been through all the a million failed missions and dependencies. Ain't no such thing. So I came to the street, the Motown way. That was the Motown way. Me, myself, I'm going to do this like this here.
Right.
And then, my dog Gates, he come, he was moving so fast, but I just, when I say I had the Motown way, now I'm reuniting with my dog. He been on tour and doing other shit, you know what I'm saying, musically. Been there the whole time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't focused. So, all I had to do was go to work. And, my dog blessed me every way he could.
Right.
Every way he can still do. You know what I'm saying? So, on all the other levels with this music, that's the only person I ever, whoever did something for me in this music game. I'm going to say it like that. That's the only person that ever did something for me in this music game.
Well, yeah, what I've noticed about him in particular is that he's a genuine person.
Yeah, he ain't gonna, if it ain't real, it ain't real. If he ain't gonna mess with you, he ain't gonna mess with you, man. He ain't gonna be all that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be one way.
Cause my first interaction with him was I was at a concert and they had some young ladies trying to reach out and grab his hand.
Right.
But I was just, what I'm saying, interacting,
Right.
with the music, and he reached out to dap me up.
Right.
Which caught me totally off guard because he moved the ladies' hands. He didn't allow them to touch him, which I realized later he just don't play that.
Right.
And then, he dapped me up, and that left a lasting impression.
Correct.
On me. And then another weird thing, the same way I met you. Check this out. Listen. I'm landing at DFW, coming from Cali.
Okay.
And I get a picture message from one of my clients, a guy who haircut, and he got a picture with Gates.
Right.
So I'm salty.
Right.
I'm big mad. Right. I'm talking about I'm hating for real.
Right.
Like, I ain't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing.
Right.
But I'm on a plane, mad as a bit. I'm like, man, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, well, where y'all at? Because I could tell y'all in the airport. He said, I'm at DFW. I said, boy, I'm at DFW.
Right.
I said, what airline? He said Delta. I said, boy, I'm on Delta. I said, tell Gates don't go nowhere.
Right.
I'm about to tell that man. Look, I'm about to tell that man miss a whole flight so I could take a picture, bro.
Right.
I wish I was in the first class seat because I'm all the way at the back of the plane. Like, come on, like move.
Right.
I'm helping people grab their stuff so I can hurry up and get out to go catch Gates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I met him. Embraced me with open arms.
That's what's saying, bro.
Gave me the little Muslim greeting.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Which caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he told me he was on his way to see the president. Right. Now I got to realize Gates got a different language. My dumb ass, I'm like, man, he about to go see Barack Obama. But he was talking about Lee Lucas.
Correct.
He was talking about Lee Lucas.
Correct.
You follow him diligently, so I'm sure you saw when he had on like an all red tracksuit one time, and he went to go visit Lee Lucas.
Right.
And they took a picture and posted it on Instagram.
Right.
Maybe you remember. I know you would know the picture if you saw it.
I know exactly the picture.
And that was the day that I had seen him. And I'm like, oh, okay, the president is Lee Lucas. I'm tripping.
Right.
I thought he was going to see Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying?
President.
But but he's approachable, and that's the way you are.
Right.
Because, man, a lot of times, with social media, when we get a lot of followers or subscribers and stuff like that, people get the big head, and that might have made me like, okay, maybe I can't reach out to Major just yet, because Major is Major.
Right.
So maybe I can't reach out to Major just yet. Yeah, man. So it's just a pleasure to have people accessible to me that don't mind working with me, and I don't mind working with, you know what I'm saying, because I really like the good vibes, on the show.
That's what you want, man. That's what you want, like the energy, the feel. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to work in a back? Not you. I just be talking.
Right.
I be questioning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I talk like that. But why a person want to work anywhere without that vibe, that nice? When you come to work, you want to be happy. You want the vibe, the people you work with. You want your coworker to match. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no coworker to come in off anchor. So you know.
And see what you just mentioned something without maybe you haven't even noticed, but
What's that?
why somebody would want to do something. I ask myself questions like that too.
Right.
Like they say geniuses talk to themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Correct, right,
Geniuses
right.
talk to themselves.
Exactly.
And something that lets me know that I'm going in the right direction as a content creator, and this is true story.
Right.
I'm watching a podcast last night.
All right.
Shout out Fresh and Fit. And they always have girls on there, and girls were slapping themselves on the ass, right?
Right.
And I'm like, man, why females could do that? Why they do it anyway? I know why they could do it, but why they do it? And then I'm on Instagram, and Plies posted the same question that I asked 15 hours ago, and I was listening to Fresh and Fit about 15 hours ago. And I'm like, the top content creators are bringing up the same topics that I'm bringing up, asking the same questions that I'm asking. So I'm like, I must be going in the right direction.
Right. You definitely are. Great mind thinker, like you say, you right on time. That's where you at in the content line. You just got to get put your, you know, but that's the page you on. In other words, you where you need to be, man. That's where you're at the top content creators.
And when did you feel like, as a creator, music, comedy, content is content? When did you say, okay, Major, you going in the right direction, you're doing something right, the ball is rolling? Put it like this, like Nip said, you closer to your goal than
the starting line.
Yeah.
Than the starting line.
Yeah.
Close to the finish line, correct.
Yeah.
Right. Once that ball,
like, what particular thing told you, like, you got to keep going now, because to turn back, you're going to have to take too many steps?
Oh, man. When I dived off, like in 2015 and came the Motown way, I was already in too deep. I was already, like I said, I started off making music like 17. You know, Mob Life Records in the city, Boosie Badass, Sam I Am. That was them days, you hear me?
Yeah.
Big School and them. Like, we doing the show, we brought Soulja Slim to open up for us, you hear me?
Come on.
Right down Airline, Club Diamonds, Mob Life Records, that was me, you know, Hot Boy, that was the street, you know, young. So I had to put a lot. I've been doing it, been in it, but it just, I hadn't invested a lot by 2015. It was that when I knew it was all or nothing, no turning back.
Had put too much in.
Yeah, so once the ball got rolling, you know it ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? You know it ain't no turning back. So that's all it is. Like, it's in the matrix right now.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the game just in the matrix, because I'm finna spin every wheel till I get to, you know.
And see, you mentioned Boosie, and that's why I say, Hot Boy, we got some things in common. Because when I came to BR, Boosie was the soundtrack to my success.
Right.
Like, my producer is my producer Jordan.
Okay.
Is one of my clients, one of my longest clients.
Okay.
Jordan, remember when Jordan had actually started coming to me, I was too far in to turn back, because I used to go to my clients at first.
Right.
And by the time Jordan became my clients had to come to me because I had too many people to go to. So they got to start. I had to sit still, let them rotate. I mean, bro, I done cut Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, you know, Jeremy Hill, the big dogs, you know, at LSU. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Correct.
Cause I gotta take that same type of hustle. I'm 38 years old.
Okay.
You probably younger than me, right?
Right.
So when I look at, I'm learning from the younger people. Like, you remind me of that hustle that I had that put me on the map, that made me the first black business owner at a majority white university where black people couldn't go. Right. And I didn't think that was history.
That's history.
Dude was like, man, you the first black. I'm like, yeah, but I'm just doing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as impressive to me as it is to you.
Correct.
But then I had to realize, you know, sometimes it takes for somebody on the outside to be like, man, you really are the shit.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Because no matter what you think, you could think it all day. In other words, you could be a champion in mind, but the people not gonna say you're a champion until you actually won a championship.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be stamped, but you could be a champion out there in your mind. So you got to really, you know, distinguish and discernment, like, you know what I'm saying? it's just that same drive, feel. All I can say is the love and the drive and the thing. You created history easily, so that gotta be your lane. That gotta be. You gotta be powerful. You gotta be able to do whatever you want to do. That you ain't put your mind to it. So imagine what you put your mind to. That's how powerful you is, man. Let's get this thing jumping, man.
Yeah, because I was just out there trying to get haircuts, man.
Right, get the money.
So I'm like, you know.
Right.
And then, like, even as a barber, when I had that picket client, when dude was like, man, look, bro, don't push me back. Don't do this. I'm like, oh, man, this going to be shit.
Right.
He don't play about his haircut. You know what I'm saying? And once he was like, look in the mirror, like, yeah, fucking right. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm on.
Satisfaction.
I'm like, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And bro, the day I cut that dude hair, I got that date tatted on this side, tatted on my arm. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's happening.
And that was just a beautiful moment for me, just knowing that okay, I'm doing something right. And a tough critic, they rocking with me. Like with this show, they got people that'll watch a podcast just to be like, yeah, this nigga trash. but when you get and you know that person is like that, but they be like, oh man, I like the show, yada yada yada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Correct.
Like, bro, that's
genuine. And that's amazing, bro.
Yeah, bro, man, this just good vibes here. I really don't know what to say next, just because I'm in this moment,
right?
Where I'm with a mentor to me.
I feel that.
Cause see, I'm Unkle Mel,
right?
But sometimes I gotta listen to nephew Hot Boy Major.
I mean that. That's how it be. Like you can't just close mind yourself. Like you say, no wrong way. So many ways. So many dimensions to the world. Why I need to, I need what I need. Not necessarily need, but I want to touch anybody I can touch.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody I can touch with laughter, from my view, with music. I'm a writer. Let me just get that straight. I'm a writer, man. Like you say, the first, you was the first. That's history.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm finna be the first stand-up comedian coming out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Like that's history. This in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah, this what it is. So I understand, man. This do your thing, man.
And something I want to ask you from the business standpoint, because I don't just look at you as a rapper, comedian. I look at you as a businessman, because the way you move with these shirts, the way you got your own pack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when you attack something, like how did you say, okay, well, I need to approach this marketing thing. I need to really build this brand, and you're doing it by yourself. And how did you like get to those? Because getting followers and subscribers, that's business too, right?
Right.
So how did you get up to 100-something thousand? You know what I'm saying? Like what is your business tactics when it comes to stuff like that?
Staying original, knowing your audience, knowing who you dealing with, knowing who you trying to attract, knowing your lane, and know when you're stepping out of your lane and stepping your feet into other stuff, and this might give it a test. Once it tests, you go see the results, and then you go make a decision on what way to go. It's all about knowing which way to go, finding a niche and work it. So I feel like the business attracting to, like, giving the people what they want to see. Like for me, if they say they want this, I'm gonna give it to them. I'm not that person where, I'm gonna give them this because this what I want on my heart. This what I want to drop out my heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This what the Lord told me to drop. But the people saying, no, we want that blue magic. But the Lord say drop red. Well, the red ain't gonna sell like the blue magic.
Hey, you know what?
Numbers like the blue
magic.
It
sounds like the barbers that don't give people the haircuts that they ask for.
Nah, yeah, bro.
You're like, man, I wanted this and dude gave me that. So it's the same. I can relate to that.
Exactly, bro. And it's gonna be hard for that man to come back. And if he do, he go break you down and have to instruct you, man. Make sure you don't, because that's the way you set the tone. And you know what I'm saying? And
you just taught me something, because something that I've learned, like when I'm walking out and about and I'm promoting my YouTube channel, I can recognize who my audience is. Like they're a reflection of me. They look like me. Maybe right. I think my audience might be from, I want to say, let's say 26 to 45.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I never really thought about it. It just kind of chose me. So in closing, I really just want to know what's next for Hot Boy Major. Like, what's next, man? I know it's big.
Man, I'm gonna just say the word movie.
Okay.
Written, created, by, Hot Boy Major movie, music. I got some singles coming. I got some fire singles coming. Comedy. Content.
Can I get a barbershop singing in the movie?
Definitely, man, definitely. Great idea.
Cause you gotta include a barber in the movie, man.
Right. Oh, you definitely. That's a great idea, man. You definitely on that, man. You definitely on that.
And like I said, I'm a fan of yours.
Right.
And I'm a fan of your music and your comedy. And I really just want to get into some faux shit, man. Can we get into some faux shit, please?
Shout out to that 3, but this that faux shit, yeah.
Can we get that? So we're gonna work with producer Jordan, and we're gonna get that plugged in, and we're gonna come back, y'all, and we're gonna close out on that faux shit. We're not gonna do my song in closing. We're gonna close out on that faux shit.
I appreciate that. Let's close out. I appreciate that, man.
All right, let's get that tuned in. What's going on, y'all? So look, we're about to close out. To Hot Boy Major, I definitely want to thank you for coming through.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man.
But look, y'all, before we go, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Watch some of our earlier videos. And as you can see, we got a lot of great content coming to you guys. I'm going to put all the descriptions down to social media links for Hot Boy Major as well as myself in the description below. And we about to get into some faux shit.
Shout out to that 3, but this that faux shit. Shout out to that 3.
Hey.
That's it.
Pull up, they like, oh shit. Shout out to that 3, but this that faux shit. Nowhere in that bottom, find no whole shit. All of your little partners, you can go get. I promise all these choppers, bitch, they go spit. Get your fucking hand, your lower leg, and all your dope here. Bitch, you think I'm scared? Well, I go ahead and make that faux spit. Turn the scene red when I say yeah, it ain't no shit. Bullets that gon' spread all on your head like some toast, bitch. Microphone studio, go, bitch. Police put me over, I don't know shit. Been here way too long, you got to go trick. How long leave this long, it just ain't your dick. Got a couple hoes with several homes, but you don't know this. Hit the studio and write some songs and go for roasts. I be on that Xanax, not no arrow, not no coke shit. Grabbing on me while I'm stepping on her, give a dope dick. Somebody call a doctor, cause my flow sick. Boy, that hoe be garbage, I wouldn't fuck that hoe with your dick. New hoe, she just mad cause she can slobber on my old shit. Newport chemicals, sell them like this, they like, oh shit. Shout out to that 3, but this that faux shit. Nowhere in that bottom, find no whole shit. All of your little partners, you can go get. I promise all these choppers, bitch, they go spit. Get your fucking head, your lower leg, and all your dope here. Bitch, you think I'm scared? Well, I go ahead and make that faux spit. Turn the scene red when I say yeah, it ain't no shit. Bullets that gon' spread all on your head like some toast, bitch. Fuck with my little partner, you get ghosted. Got them by models, ain't no close shit. Equipped with several stars and they know this. Right now I'm trying to see which one to flow with. I can give them this one sound like it go with. Everything I'm spitting, not this writness, ain't no old shit. Boy, you never listen, you don't get it, you don't know shit. Oh, you never with it when it's time to blow the smoke, bitch. Anita, you be with it on no ghost shit. Nigga know I'm with it, I go get it with explosive. Like my chopper skinny, big old titties like my whole stick. Nigga need to stop it, know I'm hotter than a stove, bitch. Shout out to that 3, but this that faux shit. Nowhere in that bottom, find no whole shit. All of your little partners, you can go get. I promise all these choppers, bitch, they go spit. Get your fucking head, your lower leg, and all your dope here. Bitch, you think I'm scared? Well, I go ahead and make that faux spit. Turn the scene red when I say yeah, it ain't no shit. Bullets that gon' spread all on your head like some toast, bitch.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Say it, bro. That's been lit, bro.
Appreciate that,
Hey,
man.
you did that.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Boy,
yeah,
you
man.
did that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
this was the Unkle Mel show, man.
Yes, it was.
Hey, one of the best shows I've ever done. Hot Boy Major.
Man, bro.
Man,
It's
thank you for
amazing,
coming
bro.
through, bro. Thank you for blessing me with your presence, man.
Thank
Bless
you.
me with some good games that I can
Thank you.
use in my career as a content creator.
Great.
So look, y'all,
Great.
that was Unkle Mel, Hot Boy Major. All I want to know is, how long you been cutting? Hey. Shout out to Money Boy, another Baton Rouge rapper. Shout out to you, baby.
Tune in.
Look everywhere, bow. Look everywhere, bow. Bow.